Hello, everybody. This is Owen Crockett again. So there haven't really been too many updates on the Kratom news of the ban. I know that it was recently banned in Denver, of all places, which is really uh, crazy to me. And also, they banned CBD, which is strange because you can smoke marijuana in Denver. But I was just going to give you all a brief history on me because, I post these videos and you guys kind of don't even know who I am. You know that I'm a drug addict. But I'm actually originally from California. I live in Arlington, Texas. And today I have a month clean off all drugs and alcohol. I'm currently on bond for possession of heroin and theft of property over $750, less than $2,500, with 2 or more prior convictions. I am hoping to get probation on those cases. It's going to be a rough road considering that I have a lot of prior convictions. I have 6 misdemeanors and 3 state jail felonies. I started using drugs when I was 14 years old. And the first 2 I tried was cannabis, and for some people, cannabis isn't a drug, but for drug addicts, I believe it is a drug. In the fact that it leads to other drugs. But if it doesn't lead to other drugs for you, then I don't think it's a substance for you. I started with marijuana and cocaine, crack, and I started drinking alcohol. And did that for some years. I went to the mental hospital for the first time when I was 14 for depression. I had a suicide plot in order to kill myself because I thought my parents would be better off without me. I tried powder cocaine when I was 15. My parents were drug addicts. My parents used up until I was 6. And then they got clean through Narcotics Anonymous and Alcoholics Anonymous. I had one brother. He is now dead from a heroin and cocaine overdose. Started using methamphetamine when I was 16 and experimenting with hydrocodones, Adderall, and my brother was a methamphetamine dealer, so meth was very available to me. When I got to be 18 years old, I'm a big gamer. Used to be a big gamer. I was real big into World of Warcraft. I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness. They are Christian people, and they're really good people. I'm currently studying to become a baptized Jehovah's Witness. Let's see here. When I was 18, I started drinking a lot and became an alcoholic. That was actually what took me to Narcotics Anonymous the first time. And I got clean for like 4 months and kind of half-ass worked the steps. And I ended up relapsing. And shortly after that relapse, I tried heroin for the first time. 2 weeks after I tried heroin for the first time, I began to inject heroin. Curiosity is what really led me to injecting drugs. I dropped out of high school when I was 17. Shortly after trying heroin for the first time, I began to start doing burglaries in order to feed my habit, and ended up wanted in July of 2019 for 2 counts of burglary of a habitation. Now, because of my older brother, I was able to get a lower sentence. He signed an affidavit saying I had no knowledge of what we were doing at the locations, and also because of insufficient evidence, I got out in 2 weeks with a criminal trespass. I got my DWI when I was 22, continued to use heroin over the years. I didn't know about the withdrawal at first, and when I tried to quit, I began to withdraw, and that's when I experienced the desperation of heroin. I was charged with, let's see, I had my first overdose when I was 22. Woke up in an ambulance. I had an overdose when I was the age of 23 that killed me for a few minutes. And I went to prison for the first time. Well, I went to state jail. I consider it prison. And I was charged. I was also on probation, and they revoked my probation, and I got charged with possession of a controlled substance under a gram for the first time. And they sentenced me to 8 months in state jail. State jail did nothing for me, except that it did sober me up for 8 months, but I just got out and began to use drugs shortly after my release. I have been on Suboxone several times. I've been in and out of detoxes, in and out of rehabs. I've had various periods of sobriety. And I've been sincerely trying to quit since my brother died. He died May 5th, 2013. I had a child August 27th, 2014. I have a 3-year-old daughter. Her name is Abigail. I've been sober a little over half her life. Other part of her life, I was strung out on heroin and cocaine. So, I currently have a month clean, like I said. And this last run, I was getting really into heroin and methamphetamine again, and injecting both of them. And I was just having a really bad time. And I'm glad that I'm sober again today, and I'm glad that I'm getting close to God again today. And I'm glad that I'm part of the Rooms Narcotics Anonymous again.